Here we are on Monday, so we're going to call this quilt the Monday quilt. The other thing that I like to explain to people or educate people on is how much time does it really take to make something, because a lot of people don't make things and they just have no idea. I'm calling this quilt the Monday quilt, and over here, if I can get that to bend, these are my class notes for the intermediate class that I hope to teach starting in March at the Winterville Community Center. The technique that I am going to use is, and I'm going to try to get in front of the camera here. Don't know where I'm going to come in from. Stage left. All right, so this is the fabric. I'm not in there. I don't know if I'm in there or not now. All right, this was the fabric, how it came out of the box. Not really, it's now been ironed. These are giant 9.5-inch squares because I have a 9.5-inch square ruler, which is always a little funny to say. All right, so these squares will get sewn together. There'll be 4 of them. I will make cuts after I have put 4 blocks together, and then those 4 units will get mixed and matched with all of the different 4 patches that I get out of these blocks. I have no idea how big this will be. I have no idea. There's extra fabric if I want to make the quilt bigger with borders or whatever. All right, so another artist, her name is Sam Hunter. I came upon her website a few years ago, and it was trying to get quilters to be realistic about the prices of their quilts instead of, I got the fabric for free because somebody gave it to me and I blah blah blah. You get the gist. So one project that I completed in 2 weeks was a very funky applique face, and it took me 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, I also had to eat, live, clean the house, pay the bills, do all that kind of stuff. So at the end of 2 weeks, and of course that quilt was called 2 weeks, but I had a really good idea of how long it took me to complete a project. I certainly hope this one doesn't take me 2 weeks, but even if just the top takes a week, I also had to do errands and all kinds of other stuff during the week in addition to sewing. So at the end of this week, I will have a top made, and hopefully not Friday, hopefully maybe Thursday. And then we'll talk about how Sam Hunter came up with a formula of how many hours you work, and she also does a different formula for square footage of the quilt, so that people can stop selling a handmade, one-of-a-kind, beautiful quilt for $200, because I can assure you that they are worth, something that someone else would charge $200, I would suggest $800. And that's all for today. Thank you.